Hello and welcome back to Jackknives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jackknives. Today let's look at a newer children's film that I fully believe will become a classic down the line. DreamWorks' The Wild Robot. Rosum Unit 7134 is a hyperadaptive helper robot, getting lost and landing on an island full of animals, and is badly damaged trying to find its task to return to the factory. In the process, it rescues a baby duck and has to become the parent, all while trying to find its true task and become one with nature and what it means to truly have a purpose. I can't remember the last time I've seen a children's movie that has moved me this emotionally. It was simple. It was bare bones. It was perfectly structured, voiced, animated, unique, and yet familiar. It's really hard to put into words how well this movie is. This was a recommendation from my friend Jay, and I'm fully glad I got a chance to watch it because it really stuck with me. It really hit me hard. A lot harder than I was expecting it to. It gave very much Iron Giant vibes and a lot of movies of my youth. I kind of missed when children's films were designed for adults and children and families as a whole to collectively share a bond between them with good writing, good storytelling, and basic correlations that connect us all together. This is one of those movies. Lupita Nyong'o plays Rosum the robot, also known as Roz, and she brings this gentleness, this kindness, this sweetness in her voice, and it's subtle, but it's just another in Lupita Nyong'o's long resume of good roles she's done and will continue to do because she's such a great actress. But to see her in a voice role can be kind of a hit or miss, but she truly does carry the movie. She has this very motherly yet naiveness about her voice that doesn't sound too much like a Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory or something of that nature. She has like a very much similar to Baymax from Big Hero 6 kind of voice, and it really just shows. Pedro Pascal plays the wicked fox Fink, and he's really fun in the role. They play very well off each other as this kind of duo dynamic. The art is beautiful. I just love the character designs, how they're just different enough to be distinctive, but not too complicated for the robots or for the tech. It's just the right amount of familiarity that makes it just somewhat similar but different at the same time. The movie was adapted based off of a children's book. I had never read the children's book, but if it's anything like this, I'm sure it's good. Chris Sanders wrote and directed this film, and many of you may not be familiar with his name, but I guarantee you you're familiar with his works, having written the story for Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, How to Train Your Dragon, and this. And his trademark, well-written, well-understanding family-style writing, it's perfect. I mean, it's as good an animated movie as you could want for, well, a family film. This is the perfect definition of a family movie. There's just enough here to enjoy for any child of any age and any parent of any age to just watch. It's a great movie. It's hard to understate how well this movie is. I was really blown away with how much I enjoyed this movie. I really was not going in expecting it to be as good as it was, and I think that's part of the charm for it. In the same way that you look at the character design of the Wild Robot and just think, it's just a simple fish out of water story, but there's a lot of heart to it and a lot of sweetness to it. It feels just the right amount of balance and storytelling. Get away with it and do it in the way that it does. This is just a movie that you can turn on, enjoy, and watch with yourself, with a loved one, or with a family. Very rare to see movies that are that well written. And I just absolutely love this movie. There's a reason that when it premiered, it had a 5-minute standing ovation, because it is well worth it, it is well deserved, and it may even get you to cry a couple tears of happiness, because it sure did for me. I give DreamWorks The Wild Robot 5 out of 5. Have you seen The Wild Robot? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'll see you next time.